me what the date is, but it is Monday. And here we are. We're back. My name is Lea-Ann, and I am the Dyer to the designer and the Dyer. And today we have spring knits. So this is pretty exciting because if you live in Canada, especially in Northern Canada, this has been a tremendous winter, and it has been a lot warmer than we've expected. So spring's coming earlier, and we have Lauren. She's sitting in the background. You'll be seeing her soon, and we are really excited to go through this. So what we're going to do is get the show rolling, and we hope that you all have fun today. Looking forward to it. We'll see you soon.
I was muted. I'm trying to pop on and I'm like, I'm muted. Oh no. Welcome, welcome. I'm Lauren the designer. All right. And today we are doing spring, summer knits. And we're also going to talk about our emotional support chicken. So grab a beverage and let's talk fiber. Where's Lea-Ann? Let's add Lea-Ann back in. There we go.
Hello. Hello. God, I haven't seen you in like a week.
Yep. You did the intro differently, so I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say now. I always say I say basically the same thing you were going to say.
Oh, no.
That's what I normally do when I do the intro, so. All good.
Look at that. We're together again. Hello, friends. It's so good.
Last week Lea-Ann wasn't here. How are you doing?
I hope it's the last surgery for at least another 5 years. That would be nice. I don't think I need any knee replacements or nothing like that yet. So
yeah, let's hope so.
I know, but it is good to be back. And it's exciting, but I don't know if she's disappearing or not, but there you are. So no, yeah. I came back and jumped right back into it.
Yeah.
We got to get this live stream going because this is a lot funner than doing it the other way. So this way we can have people join in. So who is with us? Oh, look at that. Kelly's with us. Kelly's in the house. Awesome. Did we put out a link today about Facebook users?
I did.
Yay. You want to explain that?
I don't know if anybody's on over there yet. Let me check. No, it doesn't look like anybody's on Facebook today. I did forget to send out a reminder.
Well, we'll get used to it once we get it all in motion. Then it'd be great. But if anyone is on the Facebook groups, we do have a link. You have to give Facebook permission for us to be able to use your name in your comments. If you do not give the permission, then you just kind of come up as an unknown user. That doesn't mean you can't comment, but we don't know who to direct our answers to. So
yeah.
So, and we don't keep that information. So once it's gone, it's gone. Ta-da! Oh, there we go. Surprise. I am so excited. This weather, like today is kind of like a little bit on the cold side. Last night was freezing. But this
Yeah.
week. It has been so beautiful that you just think spring, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know. I know. And that's what we're here today to do. So we're here to talk about spring knits because I'm going to tell you something, guys. I have never, ever, 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 ever knit a spring pattern. Never. I know.
Seriously, never?
Never. No, not a garment. No, no. I always take my summers, my springs and my summers to do all the like the little like I'm such a gift knitter. So I
Right.
take the spring and the summer, and that's when I kind of plan all my gifts for everybody to get it done for Christmas. So of course that's all the winter knits, right? Like, whether it's socks or hats or scarves or shawls or something.
Right.
But I've not done a spring knit pattern. So I'm so excited about this segment.
Well, I have knit lots of spring tops, and that is because actually we always start early. So you want to have your tops knit before the warm weather hits.
Yes.
That in the warm weather you can be doing those Christmas gift knits.
Yeah.
That are small and portable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to wear some spring summer knits, you want to do them early. So at Sweet Yarns, we always do our hot weather make along from March to May. And that way, by the time the end of May is rolling around and it's getting warm finally in Northern Ontario, you're ready to wear your spring summer tops. Rather than
Yes.
thinking about casting them on, then we're done.
No doubt. Well, you will be very proud of this little girl because I do. It's just a sneak peek. I do have one on the needles, and
I
I'm so
have one as
proud.
well on the needles.
You
Want to
do?
get a sneak peek of that? Yep. I've dragged it back out.
There we go. Right, Kelly. Definitely. Then it's time. Yes, and I do. I do.
I
You
have one
got
on the
the
needles.
that's Velcro, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice.
So last August, I was going through my stash and I found some yarn. And so I
Right.
decided I would cast on Velcro. Hold
Uh,
on. There. Which
there.
is taught by Andrew Mowry and it's done in fingering weight.
Yes.
And so I casted that on. And of course, I got sidelined for most of the winter. I've just picked it back up and I'm trying to get it done while we
Right.
do our make along at the store.
Yes. Yes.
So that's what I'm working on. But I have brought, I've got,
She brought some goodies.
I have 4 or 5 tops to show off today as some of my recommendations for spring, summer tops to work on.
Yes, if we didn't say that at the beginning, that is what today is about. Today we are doing some spring, summer recommendations on, garment. It's garments today. We're not doing like spring, summer decor or anything. This is just garments today. And the top, what I feel would be essential in a wardrobe and what Lauren feels is essential. And luckily, she's done most of hers. So that'd be interesting.
I only have one out of my recommendations, at least today, I haven't done, but I do know some who have. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Wow. I'm so happy to be back. I can't help it. I've got I'm just like
Good.
go into the groove. I pick some good music to start off with. I'm like, yeah, just tea. There's no vodka in it. And yeah, just I know that everybody usually notices I have a Tim Hortons mug, or cup, but it is not a paper cup. It's one of their plastic ones.
Oh yeah.
The ones I remember when Tim Hortons first came out with their doing their spins on an app, and they gave away a bunch of these cups.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's what you want. Instead of a donut or a coffee, you got a cup. So I had a few of them. And then now what I do is once in a while I go in and buy, as they get older, and I buy a couple more. So it's not that I'm reusing it. And there's not even Tim's in it. That's the problem.
Oh, well.
Love my Tim's.
That happens too.
So, do we have any news on doggies? Because we always have to start with the doggies.
Oh, the dogs. Scamp has been going to work with me.
Nice.
Yes, my husband got a different job, and so he's not working from home anymore.
Right.
So rather than leave poor Scamp at home by herself, 3 days a week she gets to come to the store with me.
Oh,
Except the kids are off on March break now, so she's staying home all week.
Mommy needs sometimes a little bit of break.
Yeah, for sure.
Indy's outside today. She's out with her papa. They're going for a drive to keep her because last night she had ants in her pants, and she insists she has a gorilla. And she insists that that gorilla must be killed at least 5 times a day. And then she's got to try and get it outside. So every time she takes it up to the landing, I'm always going, we don't take the gorillas outside. The gorillas are inside. So, yes. So now I've got it hidden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's only going to be able to have gorilla time for maybe half an hour a day. Because she leaps down.
Scamp doesn't do that at all.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
goodness. Carries toys around, but it's just to get it to for you to throw it or whatever.
Aw, Kelly. You're gonna make me all teary. Remember, I just had surgery a week ago, so I still might have anesthesia in me and still get like so emotional. I should be hugging my chicken.
Yes, you should.
I know. A few people asked if I was going to take it to surgery with me, and I should have. I should have, but no, it resides up there. No, where did it go? Yeah, it resides to the top. It's kind of between 2 baskets right there.
Okay.
I am thinking about doing another one. Everybody's hype, and you'll see what I was playing with a little bit earlier today. But yeah, I'm kind of tempted. But I think I might want to do one in a fingering. Anyone else?
I know Linda did one in a DK weight.
Yes, that was nice because I mean, I have real chickens and I have them in all different sizes. And I think that's the way to have a flock of chickens. You can't have them all the same. No, that makes
sense. Okay, well, since we're doing this, then let's just keep talking chickens and we'll do tops after.
Okay, let's do the emotional support chicken make along.
Okay, so don't forget we do have a Ravelry thread where I've been sharing the patterns. So there's a knit version and a crochet version of the emotional support chicken. And then somebody was asking about eggs. So I actually found some, a couple of free patterns. One's knit, one's crochet. So you can do eggs as well. And looks like I forgot to bring my pattern back in here, but I do have my chicken.
Yeah, how are you coming with that? I know you're trying to spread it out over the whole month that we're doing this make along because you have so much
you
have to knit.
Wait till you see what happens.
Oh, okay. I don't know. She's making me nervous.
Because last week I was on my second tail feather piece, and now it's almost, I'm at the neck.
Wow, that looks good.
And I'm blaming Kelly because Kelly came in on Friday to the store.
Okay.
And so I sat with Kelly to knit, and yeah, I got lots done on my chicken.
Oh my.
So I'm now at the neck part. So I've got the neck and the head, and then that little body piece, and then I'm done. Like, yeah. So I may have a chicken finished for next week.
And then you're gonna have to cast on another one.
Probably not.
You're not gonna do.
I think I'm actually gonna see if I can get an egg or 2 done.
Oh, okay.
But it's really cool construction because you're starting with the tail feathers, and it's done sideways and with short rows. And then you seam that together, and then you pick up and you do more short rows in other spots, and you get these like clumps of material, and then it's gonna become a chicken.
Isn't it? Now everybody that has done them now can see that first day when we did the live, and I came on and I was like trying to hide the fact that I was doing it because I didn't want anybody to know until it was done. But I couldn't help myself. It was like, you're tattling on yourself. And then when I showed you guys and I said, this is the most fantastic fun knit, especially for short rows. I mean, because there are no turns in it, like no wrap and turns. It just goes so fantastic, but it's fun.
There are wrap and turns, but we don't have to pick up the wraps.
Pick up the wraps is what I meant.
Yeah.
But just to wrap it, but you don't have to pick them up. And it was just so fun to sit there because you're going the next row, the next row. That it's exciting. I found it so
I will say it goes pretty quick. Even like this is a longer, slower section now because they picked up all those stitches and you had to do these large wedges. So that was a little bit slower, but even that is still pretty quick. And it's just neat to see how it's coming together.
It's neat to see where the colors pool in each section, how they pool.
Yes.
Because they
but even like some of the followers did solid colors and they look fantastic too. I love them. You want to show your
Yep, I'm gonna pull that up right
what's the
now.
word I want?
Here we go.
There's the flock frenzy.
There is our flock frenzy. This is everybody that is, well, not everybody, but these are some of the people that are participating in our emotional support chicken make along this month with the designer and the dyer. And there, if you kind of go straight in the middle at the bottom, you will see there are some eggs because Lauren found egg patterns.
Well, somebody had to. Well, you guys ask and we try and
provide
fulfill your request.
I only have one complaint, and I'm going to pull this down for a minute. I have pulled up mine. Chickens have 2 waddles. So I was going to knit another one and stick the other one on the other side. So my chicken would have 2. I went out and investigated my girls. I said, all the girls, lift your chins up, girls. I want to see your waddles. But yes.
Yeah, because you have live chickens.
Yes, yes.
Do you cuddle them too?
Yes, yes. A lot of people, I should, at some point, just during this month, I should put up one of the videos that when they were little, how they used to come down the stairs because I would have them in my back room and they'd come in the house, go down the stairs and go into their crates. And this was a morning ritual. So at nighttime, they would come in, go down into their crates when they were little. And then in the morning, I'd let them out and they'd go up the stairs and back outside, right? So one day, actually, I will pull that video up sometime in this month because they were my original emotional support chickens. You can't be miserable when you got 6 chickens. No.
Kelly's been working on hers and just needs to put it together.
Yay. Awesome to hear. What colors did you do, Kelly? I don't think I saw hers.
I did. She was working on it at the store. I'm trying to remember what color she was using.
Really? I'm just seeing.
I think some like ready earthy tone colors.
So kind of more of like a rustic.
Yeah, so I'm using pinks and purples and those kind of colors. She was going more on the red, brown side. So I'm using, so what I want to say was I'm using worsted weight. It's a hand spun, but I'm actually using 4mm needles. So my chicken is smaller and tighter.
Yes, yes. Well, that was the one thing that I had said when I started mine was, make a dense fabric or else you'll see it right through. I can't remember what needle size I did.
I think you used 4.5 because that's what's recommended in the pattern.
Did I? I thought I dropped it down, but you could be right. No. Your memory is much better than mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you used 4.5 like it said. But yeah, I used a 4 because I wanted it tighter. And so I'm working away on that. And then this is just some other scrap yarn that was in my stash.
Well, isn't that the nice thing? It doesn't matter if you use a solid, doesn't matter if you use a variegated tonal, nothing. Scraps, you got a little bit, it works, So I just...
And I had some customers ask if I would have, sorry for the noise, some red and yellow.
Come on, babe.
In case they didn't have any in their stash. So I found some red and yellow.
Okay.
In the vintage, I've got berries and sunny are the colorways. And so if anyone wants them, selling 10 grams of each as a pair for $5.
Yes, you are. Sorry. There's
Oh,
my emotional support chihuahua. She was trying to leap off the chair, and I had to grab her before she took off. Hey, Bets,
poor Betsy.
you're in your rhinestones. Yes. Oh my goodness.
And
So
I've got safety eyes and stuffing and weighted pellets at the store too, if anyone wants any of that stuff.
the weighted
For the
pellets
chicken.
are a great idea. There's Kelly. There's her colors. She's a sort of autumn color, plum, wine, and gold. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Should look great.
So I've got the weighted pellets in the little bag. I would even just leave them in the bag and stick it in like that. And
Oh,
then you
yes.
don't have to worry about them falling out at all.
No.
But that'll just give you some weight so your chicken will stay standing up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I have a few different sizes of eyes too that they can bring their chickens in and test it out before they sew it together.
You get back in there. You get all comfy. Trying to get her all comfy. Indy's not here to terrorize her.
Lucky.
I know. That's the nice thing about these bullies. They like to terrorize my chihuahua.
Well, yeah, Scamp doesn't like poor Betsy at all.
No, not
And Indy just is a bratty little sister.
Yes, she gets up and she makes like I don't really like chihuahuas, and anyone that meets Betsy will say that she's not like any chihuahua because she's not a barker, she's not a biter, she's very silent.
Yeah.
Until Indy came.
Yes.
Indy goes near her and she loses her mind and she starts barking and she's got no teeth. So Indy will put her muzzle against Betsy's neck and Betsy's snapping and grabbing her by the ear and the jowls and everything. But Indy just pushes into her. Here you go, do it some more.
Bratty little sister.
Bratty little sister, definitely. So that is our emotional chickens. Anyone else is going to get some on. I am trying to decide if I want to cast that other one in finger in weight now, or I might just leave it because I am hot on this pattern right now. And I have not been able to put it down. And we need to get into these spring knit patterns because like the choices that we have, and this is the one thing is that Lauren's and my taste are so far apart. Even in like, not so much in colors. You like blues that I wouldn't be seen in, but but just our whole aesthetic. So
yeah,
this is an interesting stream to me for the differences in what we like or what we're drawn to. So you want to start out with yours today?
If you want me to, I can.
With your number one, I'm going to pull myself out of the studio for the moment though, and Lauren's going to talk hers.
All right. Okay, so well, I'm wearing one, which is supposed to be last, so we'll do it last. But we'll start off with this one. So this is Marisol. A lot of the patterns I'm showing today are actually Barocco patterns, and that's because Barocco is one of my suppliers at the store. And so if I'm knitting, I tend to knit out of yarns or patterns by the suppliers that I carry. So this one is Marisol. This one's actually a really fun construction. You can see there's lines going different ways on the top. And that is because you're doing it in different sections. So the top starts off where you're knitting a front panel and a back panel. And then once those are done, you join the top of each piece because there's a bit that's going to go over your shoulders. And then you pick up along the side and you knit out your side and sleeve on one side, and then you do it on the other side. And then it's an easy little seam under the arms. And then you pick up along the bottom and do the bottom finishing and then the top finishing. So I actually did that one. And in the color that's on there, And here, I'll pull this off. And you can see, ta-da! So there is my Marisol top, and it's done in Summer Sesame. And yeah, it's a fun, easy construction. The only thing I did different on this is I did make the panels a little bit longer so that I had a little bit more length on the body, because I do tend to find that broke patterns are a little bit short in the body length, and I like mine a little bit longer. So I think I added on like 2 inches in the panel, and I had to pick up 2 inches worth of extra stitches going around. But there you can see. So there's, yeah, the front panels, and then you pick up for the side, and then a bottom hem, nice and easy. That's the first top I'm showing off. Then next is Love Note. Love Note is actually a fingering weight and mohair held together to give it like a DK weight yarn feel, and then it's knit nice and loose. This one, what should I say about this? This one here, I did a fingering weight and mohair version and loved how it turned out. So I've decided to do another one in a DK weight summer yarn. Unfortunately, the yarn is back ordered until like, I don't know, mid-June, mid-June to beginning of July. So we'll be doing another summer top knit along in July, whenever the yarn comes in. So I'm going to be using Tilly for that. So it's DK weight cotton. Yeah, so for this top here, the Love Note, you actually start with a provisional cast on and knit it down, top down, and then you go back and do your collar later. So that means you can adjust your collar to fit however you want. Another thing that's nice about this, because it's top down, you can adjust the length of the body. You can adjust the length of the sleeves. It is meant to have some short rows at the bottom to make the back longer than the front. But when I did mine, I actually did short sleeves, and I left that shaping out, so it was just one long length. And yeah, I didn't do a crop either. Lauren doesn't do crop top. And hence, yes, I added more length once again. All right, next up, I'll show you another Barocco pattern. This is Derecho. This one was actually, I think, the first summer top knit along that we actually ever did at Sweet Yarns. And it is another top down one. Nice, easy knits. There's a couple of ridges, like garter bump ridges at the top with a little bit of eyelets. And yeah, nice and easy. It does have a bit of a split hem, so that the back is slightly longer than the front, but not much. And so I put that in too. So here's mine. I did it in a teal color. It's showing up a little bit funny on there. You can see with the split hem here, back slightly longer than the front. And I remember when we did this knit along, there was 3 of us who wanted to do this teal color, and we didn't have enough balls left. But what we ended up doing is we split our last skein and was able to share it amongst all of us, all 3 of us, just so that we could each get a top out of it. So we each had like 2 full skeins, and we shared the last skein to make it work. That was fun. Which one is next? Oh, this one's another Barocco pattern. It's called Durrell. It's knit out of Meraki. It's another top-down one, very similar to Derecho, but it's got some lace instead. So there's a bit of a pattern. Yeah, this was a nice top-down, easy one to do. We did it, I think, a bunch of us did it not last summer, but the summer before as a knit along. And of course I brought mine. There it is. I actually knit the patterns I'm suggesting today, not like Lea-Ann. She's muted. I can get my jabs in now while she's not on. What's neat about the Meraki yarn is it's actually a little bit thick and thin. And not only is it cotton, but there's hemp in there too. So it gives a neat texture to the yarn. And it's a great yarn to use for as well. Next up is ranunculus. Now, I honestly have not done this one, but I have had some customers that have. It's a relatively easy one again. It's similar to the Love Note, knit top down with some lace around in the yoke. It's very easily adjustable. You can see in some of the pictures there, it's got short sleeves, long sleeves. There's even a more of a winter version, but if you want to do it like a summer version, you could either use fingering weight, or you could do it in like a DK weight cotton or something, like that's pictured in that beige and pink one there, the two-tone one. Kelly says she would like to knit a derecho. It is a fun, easy one, and it's done with Remix Light is the recommended yarn. It's quite a nice one. That's all recycled fibers. It's got cotton, linen, silk, nylon, and some acrylic, I believe. And the yardage for that in the Remix Light is lots. It's considered a sport weight, and there's over 350 yards, I believe, in that one. So it's a nice one for sure. Yeah, but back to ranunculus. Lots of people have knit it. If you go on Ravelry, there's tons of different projects you can look at, see how people have fit it. If you don't want something on underneath, I would say go for a tighter gauge. Yeah, but a nice fun one to wear. All right, okay, then we're at, poolside. Poolside is done by one of my favorite designers, Isabel Kramer. This one is done top down, and you can see from the pictures that it's got long sleeves and lots of lace. However, because I wanted this to be a summer top, I actually knit mine in a cotton yarn and in short sleeves. Oh no, this one was silk. This yarn isn't available anymore from Barocco, but it was Chai, which was a silk yarn, and you can see I did short sleeves. That was the only change I made to the pattern. So instead of doing the long sleeves like they had, I just did a short one and then added some garter ridges at the end because that's how it's finished off at the bottom of the lace. Lace looks scary, but this pattern, it actually wasn't. It's a very short, quick repeat, and so it's easy to remember and work around. And yeah, it's kind of a t-shirty feel without it being 100% t-shirt, of course. I do always wear a tank top underneath. So I tend to wear actually a blue one so that it doesn't show off so much of my area that I don't like so much. So I hide it with the similar colored tank top underneath. But it's the idea behind it, I guess, was to wear over top of like a bathing suit at the beach or whatever. So it's a fun one. Okay, and last but not least, I have Gioa. When I went through my summer tops last year, trying to pick a pattern to do with our last year's make along, I realized that I didn't have any, not one, color work summer top. So I cast it on Gioa. It's done in a worsted weight yarn, so it uses summer sesame as the pop of color around the yoke, and then the main color was done in modern cotton. It is top down, which I always love to do. It makes it nice and easy. And the color work is a quick short repeat as well, which makes it really nice. Oops, hold on. There we go. So I've actually got it on. You can see the color work here. And then, yeah, just a nice easy fit. I think I added a couple of rows in the sleeves just to make them longer because I felt they were a little short. But other than that, yeah, fabulous, nice, easy knit, and it went really fast being in the worsted weight. So those were my picks, and now I'll have to let Lea-Ann talk about her picks, because I know she would not wear any of those ones, would you, Lea-Ann?
No, I would not. I am not. Don't get me wrong. I admire the color work of a yoke construction. Like I do love them when I see them, but again,
Yeah.
they just don't look good on me. And again, when you're knitting something, that is the ultimate goal, is to be knitting something that accentuates your good points and
Yes.
kind of hides those not so good points. So
Right. So like I don't like my stomach area.
yes,
It
yeah,
is what it is.
yes.
I'm not going to the gym, so it's not going to be flattened. I've had a couple of kids. It's loose and whatever. I'm
Yeah,
not saying that I feel like I'm fat or anything. It's just that area is loose and a little, bumpy, squishy, and I don't like to show that off. So I don't like to wear a lot of form-fitting tops because I prefer loose that's gonna at least loose enough to hide that it's loose there.
area.
Yeah.
And it's amazing because some people don't see that areas in another person. And it's not
No.
to them. Because how many times have you knit something you put on and someone goes, wow, that looks fabulous on you. And you go, oh, no. No.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like with
Right?
anything we try on too, right?
Yes.
Like when you're
Yes.
going shopping, yeah, you
Yes.
try something on and go, okay, but yeah, no. Like if I
Mhm.
gotta stand there with my gut pulled in all day, I ain't wearing it.
Or Spanx. Wear
Yeah.
Spanx or Splendies or
I'm like, I'm at this all day. I want to be comfortable. So
yes.
that's why I tend to do the looser in the stomach area and go, and then I feel more comfortable.
And you
And
feel
yeah, like, flabby arms, because, getting old. So we try and hide that a little bit. I don't wear a lot of tank tops, but I
mm-hmm.
prefer to have a little bit something on my arms.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, you need to think about where you're working and spending your time as well. I'm
Yeah.
in an air conditioned building all day at work, so I don't need tank tops to wear to work. I need something with some sleeves, or I'm putting on a sweater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is very important.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so tell us about yours then.
okay. Well, I am going to start right now, actually, by saying my first one is going to be the agate. And I am doing it in Barocco Vivo. And I'm going to pull that up, but just I am addicted to this. And Vivo is actually 100% cotton, and it is Barocco. And let me just pull up what it looks like together. So there it is, the gate, and it's by Allison Green. It is a Barocco pattern. What I really love about this is, again, when we were just talking about the fact of the way that I have a wider back. When I'm down in weight, my body is like a stick. I have no hips, no bum. A little bit of boobs, but I'm like straight down. So I really have to emphasize in my knits where my waist is. So I tend to like things that are loose but have a little bit more shaping. I know where my rough spots are, like my poofy in my tummy. So I do tend to um uh, have my knits a little bit longer, my garments a little bit longer, just to kind of hide that. My arms are very saggy, but there's other ways I like wearing jackets or cardigans over them. So I do love having these type of like racer backs because they show off my shoulder and they kind of emphasize that I'm not going to say your cleavage. I'm going to say your declinator. I'm probably saying the word wrong. So, up here. So that's what it emphasizes. And that's what I really love about the agate is it's got that nice razor back. It's got the thick collar coming around the neck. And then it goes to a very flattering, but not overly deep V in the neck. And then you're bringing a little bit of that romance in there with a beautiful soft lace motif hem. So that really inspires me to do this one. So that is my number one choice that I am working on at this point. And I am hoping that I will have it done. Oh, yeah, maybe next week. I mean, yeah, it's going good. It's going good. So let's go on to number two because, of course, none of these I've done. Now I have gone through the patterns, and there's by rhyme or reason. So this next pattern, don't come gunning for me, because this one is outrageous and people are going to say to me, why on earth would you want to put this in your wardrobe? And I am going to explain why. So this is my next one. This is called the Jeepers Jersey, and it's by Lydia Morrill. Now, I know, those colors are something else. But this is an iconic look from the 1960s cycling jerseys. So it has a very, very sweet little kind of invisible zipper going down. You can knit it with like a tank or with short sleeves. Across the front, it allows for duplicate stitch branding of the name. So you can really put any sort of name across that you like. And then there's those vintage details around the sleeve end and around the neck, where back in those days, you always had that little blip of color in the white lines. So you had the stripes there. Now, why I love this pattern so much, and I really hate to say that the one thing is that it is done in fingering weight. The sizes are through 1 through 11, but why I love it is because a lot of times we wear like t-shirts, branded t-shirts under jean jackets. So, you're going out, you're having a casual day, but you still want to look a little bit dressed up. You want something a little bit funky. Some people wear like a Mickey Mouse under that jean jacket, a nice pair of faded jeans. This shirt, by being able to do the duplicate stitching, just the way that it falls, I just think this is a fabulous, fabulous spring or summer knit to add to your wardrobe to kind of give it a little bit more coolness. So that is my number 2 pick. I'm not sure those are the colors I would do, but yeah, I think if I get to it, I may just cast that one on. So that is number 2. I don't know. Good so far? What do you think? Whoops. What does is everybody cringing? Are they going like, you are a strange bird because you like that one? Or do some people go, huh, okay, well, that is kind of an idea. So anyways, let's go on to number 3. So number 3 for me is the Azalea cardigan and the Azalea top by Joan Ho. Now, I snuck in 2 patterns on one because I got away with it because Lauren didn't actually notice. But Joan Ho, we've actually reviewed her last book on cables here on the Dyer and the Designer. And I just think when you're doing your wardrobe, you have to have pieces that are kind of timeless. And I really love Joan Ho's aesthetic in her cable work and her use of baubles. So yeah, I did get the tank put in there, and I did this cute little cardigan because we all need this cute little cardigan in our wardrobe. And the nice thing is you could lengthen those little sleeves if you wanted to on the cardigan, or you could layer it up. But her bauble work is fantastic. There's no buttons, so it just has that nice little bow there. But if you want, you can actually put a button band in there and just put nice tiny little pearl buttons in, and that would be a fantastic addition to your wardrobe. Okay, so that is that. Is that one working? Does anyone like that? Has anyone ever read Joan Ho's latest book on? It's on my shelf on cables. She has a beautiful, beautiful chunky vest that I am thinking really, really muchly on doing it. But I have a surprise coming up for y'all next week, so I'm not going to get into that one yet. So that was my number 3. Now number 4. Oh my. Okay, number 4 is called the 2 Evenings Top, and it is by Love Knit. This I love this. I just absolutely love tanks. And I love this one because number 1, I think every wardrobe needs to have a little bit of stripes in it. You know, you don't have to go like that green and that navy blue, you know, something subtle, just like, you know, this nice like a cream color with like a taupey stripe on it, but it lends to so much. Like it gives you that beachy theme. You know, you can put on your dungarees and your sandals and your glasses and head to the beach with your straw bag. You can throw on that jean jacket, you know, a nice pair of white trousers or jeans and go for a walk downtown, be city eyes. Or, you know what? You can throw it over top of like a sundress or a maxi dress. Then you get your heels or your flats and another jean jacket on top. And this to me is an essential piece to put into your wardrobe, and it's one that, of course, will keep you nice and cool because it is done in a cotton, and it is a sport weight, so it's not going to be an overly tremendous long-term knit like it will be in fingering. But as I said, it sizes through extra small to for extra large. And I just think that is another fabulous piece to add to a wardrobe for your spring and summer activities. Number 5 on my top list is the sleeveless slipover. Okay. Now, a lot of people are probably going, what are you thinking here? This is like, it's got a dress in it. And yes, it does. Okay, so the sleeveless slipovers are fantastic because when you've got those cool nights, you can put a longer like blouse or a button up underneath them. You can put a t-shirt as the spring goes into summer, or you just wear them on their own. So what is nice about this sleeveless slipover is it is done in DK weight. So yeah, it's going to take you a little bit depending on the length that you're going to do. But this pattern gives you the suggestions that not only can you do it like a crop, as in a layering piece, but you can go mid hip, you can go down to your thighs, or you can do a full length with the two slits in the side and then just wear leggings underneath. So, in my opinion, and my opinion is not always right, um, but in my opinion, if you are a person that likes to, you know, wear the looseness of a kind of a dress or a slip over during those hot days, then this is an ideal pattern to kind of add into your wardrobe. And it can be spruced up with so many different colors and shoes and leggings or no leggings. Or so, yeah, that would be one of my picks to add in. Now, our sixth one. Can't remember what my sixth one is. My sixth, oh, yes, I know what my sixth is. My sixth is Camisole number 9 by My Favorite Things. Now, I had a really hard time selecting. I love uh, My Favorite Things camisoles. I think she does amazing uh, designs with her camisoles. And I was kind of going, what would I like to see? I mean, I'm talking for your basic wardrobe, something that is kind of essential to keep there. She has a beautiful cabled tank top camisole. But the thing is that when you're putting a cable underneath and then you put a flannel shirt on top, what you're doing is you're getting what I think is you have a textural pattern, which would be on your camisole, and then you're putting a visual texture pattern on top. And in this case, I decided to go with camisole number 9 because it is just a plain. Now, it is fingering weight. Sizes are extra small through 4XL. But this is a fantastic piece. And you could do it in all different colors to fit under your flannels, under jackets. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. To me, yes, I think having a camisole or a nice fitted tank is definitely a must for your wardrobe. Anyone agree, disagree? I hope everyone agrees with me. Um, maybe not. Okay, so number 7. Number 7, basically the same thing. It is the Tonight Top by Lily Kate France. Now, it is, again, it's a fingering weight. And sorry, I mean, a lot of people don't like knitting with fingering weights. I mean, these are patterns that you certainly don't have to jump in and do. You may be able to find them in DK weight as well, from other designers who are doing them. But I think this is also an essential that should be in everybody's wardrobe, because you have that collar. You can put a blazer over top of it. You can put a kimono over top of it. You can leave it as it is. And if you don't have flabby arms like I do, but this gives you more of that elegant neckline, and it kind of gives you that longer look. I find that all women, when you see them with these, like the shorter turtlenecks, and they go down and they come into that kind of like it, some, some tank tops are a little wider in the back. This one comes in on the shoulders just a little bit, and that kind of gives more of like a feminine look to it, and it kind of elongates the body, in my humble opinion. And I really think that this is another staple that I would be hard pressed not to have in my wardrobe. I do have a few, and I just adore them. So I would say that that would have to be what I would consider the pieces that I would find most essential to go into my personal wardrobe. So we're going to see if anybody agrees with me. Let me bring me up here, because I just got lost in all these banners again. There I am. Hello, hello. And we have Kelly here. And Kelly says she can see how the jersey would be fun weekend wear. Certainly it would. Imagine going to Canada's Wonderland and you got that on. Then, because it is duplicate stitch, you can actually write anything that you want across the front. I mean, I would suggest nothing bad, but you could write anything there and it would just be great. So, change it around. I think that's a fun pattern. How about you, Lauren? Well, I'm going to bring you back in here. What do you think of that pattern? Not your style.
That one is not for me.
How did I know? How did I know? Mm-hmm.
I can see doing some of those tank tops, but I don't know about the other ones. I'm gonna switch our sides so that we feel right again. There.
Oh yes. Well, just so that people know or understand, I'm working off of my iPad, and because when it's in horizontal, the camera is over there. Mm-hmm. So if I'm looking up or I'm trying to look at her, I'm always looking sideways. So if I put her over there and the camera is over on that side, then at least I look like I'm looking at everybody and I see what she's up to. Yeah. Got my eyes on you. Got my eyes on you.
Oh, Kelly says she hasn't seen that lady's designs before. I haven't either. But I don't do a ton of searching on Ravelry. I don't have time.
Which pattern was that?
That jersey one you showed.
Oh yeah, no, I just kind of came across her too. She has some pretty cool, like she's doing more the vintage stuff, bringing it back, which I think is pretty awesome. But I mean, I do see, I see that for the graphic tees. You know how everybody's getting these graphic tees? I see potential in that. As long as you don't mind doing duplicate stitch, why not?
Yeah, and the reason you do duplicate stitch is because it would be too hard to try and put that chart in. Well, especially because you want to put in whatever chart you want, right? And so it'd be really difficult to carry your yarn, especially because I think the top is probably done in the round. It's just easier to go back and put the duplicate stitch in. So putting that whatever design you wanted in after. And here's another thing. If you decide you want to change what's on there, you can just cut out the duplicate stitch and put in something else. Yes. That's exactly it. You want to change up, but be like a whiteboard. Well, there you go. All night. Take it out. Buy me a ring. Or you could always do night. Tack different things in there. Well, I was thinking you could actually, you could put So for example, like if you had a logo, from another top that's worn out, you could tack that logo on the top
Mm-hmm.
and wear it like that for a bit and then take it off and put on something else.
Oh yeah, there's lots of things you can do. But that is the thing is like, it's always nice to have some sort of kind of arty piece in your wardrobe. Maybe it's not something you're going to wear every day. It could just be something you like AJ's Christmas sweater. It's not something he's going to wear every day, but boy, did it
For
make
a week or two, he did.
yeah, yeah. But sometimes you just have to have an art piece in your wardrobe that is just fun, and even sometimes it could be out of your kind of color comfort zone, which we do talk about often. And just to do it for the fun, and you just never know how many people you're going to walk out and people go, wow, that looks good on you. Wow,
Yes.
that looks good on you, even though you wonder yourself. We have
Kelly said, "Oh,
look
I
who's
put
here.
on Kelly's."
Oh,
But,
I changed it. Oh, that's okay. If you miss most of it, it will still be up there and you can just go back and watch it again. Yeah,
That's right.
I know. We're making this
Okay,
fun.
Kelly said, "I like the sleeveless slip over."
Yes. Isn't that amazing? Because you can do it all different lengths, to fit. I mean, again, I like wearing dresses in the summertime.
I do not.
I know, and that's where it's great as Lauren as my my uh, in fiber crime, my partner in fiber crime, because our tastes are totally different. There's things that she looks at and she's like, "What the hell is that, Lea-Ann?" But
I
what?
think so. I think what we should say is that the most important thing to do when trying to pick what knits you're going to make is to look at your own style already.
Yes.
Or the
Amen.
style you would like to have. Think about your lifestyle. Where do you like if you're working? Where are you working? If you, if you go out a lot and you need fancy stuff to go out, or at least dressing up. Well, what items can you knit or crochet that you can dress up in? I like practical tops that are knit because that's what I'm wearing to work then. So I'm advertising, yarn all the time while I'm wearing it, but like just showing off that you can have it for practical everyday wear as well, not just a special occasion. Especially if you join along with knit alongs and long enough, you'll have a good selection of knits if you make one every time. Right?
You do. But that's it. You've hit the nail on the head there. Like Lauren had just said, if you're looking to switch your look as well, and we don't dress that enough. Like I remember growing up, I was always 80s rock. Even when I enjoyed country, people would look at me and say, "Are you rock and roll?" I mean, I'm country. Are you sure you're not heavy metal? I'm positive I'm not heavy metal, but it was that look. Now I tend to kind of run on like the boho side. I like the long sweaters hanging over top of the dresses. I like the long jewelry, and you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to switch your look. It doesn't matter what age you are at. It doesn't matter what your budget is neither. We go to thrift stores and we find stuff, right?
My kids love going to thrift stores now too.
Oh
They
God,
don't care either.
no, you can find a shirt there and then knit what you want on top. I mean, what the
That's
heck?
right.
Kelly said, tanks in. Oh, did you
Oh,
change?
you just took it off.
Okay. Tanks in the fingering weight seem to be best to me, so you can layer without bulk. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Although,
And I will say that, so if you're thinking about doing fingering weight knits for spring, summer, it doesn't have to be just a wool as well. There are more fingering weight cottons and linens coming out all the time. And another option will be doing like a DK weight cotton or linen as well. If you can adjust the pattern a little bit, which isn't hard. You can, like a DK weight is nice and light as well without the bulk. So either of those.
well, I was also going to jump in and say Remix Light. Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Remix
what I knit
Light.
my derecho out of.
Yes, I love
It's a sport technically.
Yes, but you know what? Just check your gauge.
Yeah.
Right? And then adjust your stitches. But remix, I love remix. I love the feel of it. I love knitting with it. I love the look of it. I just
Mhm.
think it was, for being a recycled yarn, for anything that has to do with spring or summer, it is amazing. It's got beautiful drape. It just drapes so amazingly. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of colors here. I really need to start getting on that one. See how easy it was? See how easy it was for me just to pull it right off the shelf and I'm like,
Yep.
whoa,
It's right here.
got it. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, all my stuff's at work. I have to haul stuff home.
Too much caffeine. No drugs. Too much caffeine today. Um no, I'm just so thankful to be back and feeling a little bit better than the last since October. I kind of went boo like an airplane. But anyways, I have had a very enjoying day today, Lauren.
Yeah, it's
This was
fun.
super fun. Did anyone notice that I was able to get our video intro in here? I was so excited. I had to call her and say, "You got to get in. You got to get in and see what I got done." So for
Yeah, you're so funny.
for anyone that doesn't needs to understand our dynamics, is I am like the graphic girl. They get things like and set things up, where Lauren is like social media queen.
Okay.
Like she she can look at things and type the proper words, and where it takes me, if I've got to tell you, hey, I'm glad to see you, it will take me 2 hours to write that, because I don't know if I'm saying it right, or if it sounds sincere or anything like that. I can't pop that crap out. So anyways, this has just been a blast. I'm so glad that we came to Yard.
Yep.
Problems talking. Yeah, dental surgery, so it's been a rough one. But
Hmm.
is there anything, I know next week we have a big surprise coming.
Well, you have a surprise.
Yes, I have a surprise coming next week.
Leanne did her own challenge.
Yeah, I've done my own challenge, and this time I'm not going to reveal it like I did with the
The
emotional
chicken.
support chicken. Yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But yes, next week we will be doing a surprise, and
Yeah.
then we will take it from there. And what do you
Hmm.
think you're going to be up next week, darling?
We'll see how far I got on the chicken.
Oh, you'll have it done.
Chicken and an egg. What came first, the
The
chicken or
chicken
the
or the
egg?
egg? Can anyone answer that? There we go. Thanks. And I think we got everybody's questions. If we had missed you, we're so sorry. We have now gone 1 hour and 4 minutes. That's
Woo!
not bad. We did pretty good.
Yeah.
I know. Can everybody just that's watching this, like, give Lauren a hand for last week jumping in while I was away? Because I never gave her any instruction on how to run StreamYard. I said, you know what? I'm away. I'm out of here. It's on you. Figure something out. And she went in there like the champ she is.
Yeah, I had to put my own episode together and do all of the technology. It was a little challenging, but I
And do all the
survived.
production of it too.
Yep.
All the switching around stuff. At least when there's two of us, it's easy to get everything switched around and in place. But when you're by yourself and you're
Yeah.
hitting all these things, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of crazy. But anyways, I guess now is the time. Does anyone have any questions for us? No, we're doing good. We covered that
I think
spring.
we got everybody's comments as we were talking.
I think so. Kelly, it's been so wonderful to see you.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get together with Kelly again. There we go. So, do you want to say our goodbyes?
All right, I will. So thank you for joining us today. We had a great time chatting with you that were here live. And for those watching us later, we hope you enjoyed it too. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And make sure that the bell is turned on so you'll get a notification when we go live again or post a video. Make sure to follow us on social media and Ravelry as well by clicking the link in the description box below. That'll be there very soon. I have to go back and do the show notes. And until next time, then, have a fiber-filled day!
Yay! And get working on those chickens.
Yeah, back to chickens.
Back the chickens. You guys take care and God bless you all. And we will see you next Monday at 1:30.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.